Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. I did 10 reviews this week because I'm trying to get through my queue and I'm traveling next week and then BGG the week after, so here we go. Nefarious is from USAopoly. It's a reprint of an older game designed by Donald X. Vaccarino, the guy that brought you Dominion. The artwork is great, the components are among the worst I've ever seen, and the game is barely average and pretty random at best. Five Seals of Magic is being brought to us by Hobby World. It's a game with dice manipulation and using special powers of magic scrolls to manipulate dice to gain points. For me, I think there's plenty of other dice manipulation games that do this a lot better, like Favor of the Pharaoh that just came out this year, for example. So this one was average at best. Commissioned is a historically themed cooperative deck building game where you're spreading the Church of Christianity right after Christ's death. Has a lot of scenarios, very interesting mechanics and twists. It's kind of like Pandemic in reverse with deck building elements. Birds of a Feather is a card game from Teal Fristo, who brought us Corporate America that I really love. It plays up to 7 players. It's really quick. It's fun. You can play with non-gamers, but they have advanced rules to ratchet it up for the advanced gamers. Great game there. Automania is a game where you're going to be, it's Tom's pick of the month. It's a good, solid Euro game where you're building cars, lots of good decisions to make. Excellent game that mixes economics with worker placement. Grande Big Box. This is a classic game that just got reprinted from Z-Man Games. Area Control, solid game. I can see why it's had so much hype over the last couple years. For me, I still like Tammany Hall and that negotiation and backstabbery version of Area Control better, but I can see why it is what it is, and everyone should really play and try this game. Crossing is a fun, sort of crazy party-style game where you can bring 6 people in, and everyone's pointing and guessing and laughing at and stealing gems from each other. I did a real playthrough in this video to see what it really feels like because it's an experience game. Tons of fun, lots of laughs. World of Smaug on Her Majesty's Service is a game from Cool Mini or Not. It's sort of a puzzly, abstracted game that has some special powers in this Shadow Master with this awesome mechanisms, amazing production value, cool puzzle, great production. Check that one out. And the last two are my favorite two of the week. Treasure Hunter, Richard Garfield's new game. It's a drafting game where you're trying to gather treasures, but at the same time, you've got special abilities, and then you're trying to fight off the goblins that are getting your treasure while you're out fighting. It's an amazingly awesome drafting game. It's sort of in that medieval academy weight, heavier than Sushi Go, but not as heavy as, say, Seven Wonders. Excellent game. And my favorite of the week, it's a Kickstarter game. What? Black Hat. This is a trick-taking game with a board where what's going on the board will dictate whether you want to win tricks or not. It's completely fascinating. It's the most innovative trick-taking game I've ever played. It's very cerebral, very gamery, but an awesome trick-taking game. That's this week. Whew.